What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
There are a number of great quarterbacks in the NFL, but I have to believe that the prototype in terms of look has to be Cam Newton. That stature and frame, almost breathtaking when you see him in person. And now he's starting to put it all together with consistency in his game, throwing, running, leading.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and now it's second down. And let's take a look at the Steeler offense.
And what a tough environment to roll into. On the road, playing one of the better teams in the league, obviously, because this is the playoffs. So what do teams talk about? Bringing their own momentum, bringing their own energy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. So now the Titans get their first shot on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota's skill set can help continue to evolve the position of quarterback in the NFL because his ability to run with the football, you may not utilize it as little as other coaches have in the past. You may emphasize that part of the game a little bit more.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And now we get a peek at the Titan offense.
So many weapons on this offense, and we've seen them all season long score from any point on the field. But we all know playoff football comes down to playing smart. The game slows down, and it's harder to move it. So you've got to avoid penalties, avoid turnovers, and not let your emotions get the best of you.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Stephon Tua came out at Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And now back out comes the offense. They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January, but there's 20 other teams who wouldn't mind being on that road.
You're exactly right about that. But your point about how daunting this is well taken because it all depends on their mindset now. How do you break it down so that you're not looking at this whole big road and say to yourself, we've got no shot. You break it down to this game right now, win that one, then worry about the rest of them after that.
And that's exactly right, and the staff told us that. They've been focusing with the players on don't look ahead, but that's hard to do sometimes, is it not?
It is hard to do because the ultimate goal is to do what? Is to win a Super Bowl. So you have to look ahead a little bit, but you make sure you focus on the game at hand.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. They'll roll him out, and he can't get away. Newton can't escape the pressure, and it's a safety. Well, we thought these 2 defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Play fake. Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Mariota. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And Walker has it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Newton. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That's it. What is it? Right there, 54 Mike.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton, that's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Again, Newton rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
Set. Right to the 3. Check.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And that's Elliott, complete. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Cut. There we go.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They run the counter with Cook. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run Cook. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Boswell's kick is good. And they will jump out in front here with a very unusual scoreline of 3-2. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Sean Davis that time on the tackle. A second down run with Lewis. Nice move by Lewis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now Lewis here on first down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, the offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On third down, Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mariota going to give to Lewis. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throw it. Mariota. It's caught. Humphries. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage. Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Lewis. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mariota. And this one complete to Smith. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Single.
From the gun, Mariota. Got a man, it's Humphries. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll make this a 6-point game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Time for our players spotlight, and it focuses in here on Cam Newton. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They're never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
They'll run with Elliott, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Here's Newton. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Marcus Mariota and the Titans about to go on offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mariota, and he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game. To throw Mariota. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Mariota going underneath for Lewis. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Again, it's Mariota. He finds Humphreys. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Mariota again. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's remind everyone what we have to look forward to in tomorrow's action in the AFC. We've got the 4-5 matchup on tap, as it'll be the New England Patriots squaring off against the New York Jets. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wild card game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the third quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way, let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. It's caught. Michael Prower. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Mariota now to throw on first down. And he finds Corey Davis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He gets it to Humphreys. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They run. This is Lewis. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They go play action here on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Walker, touchdown Titans. Delaney Walker. 26 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now Mariota. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. That's on the former Army Ranger, Alejandro Villanueva. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. And that's caught by Beasley. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mats.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Newton on first down. And this one caught by Beasley. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Cook. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backward. It's Cup. He's got it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Newton. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. knocks it through. That makes it a 5-point ball game. It's 15-10 now. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Marcus Mariota getting ready to go again here on offense. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, got a good leadership and a good distributor. This one caught by Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run with Lewis. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, Mariota. It's caught, Humphreys. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Lewis. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. From the 27, Mariota over the middle, and it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Mariota now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They run with Lewis out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 17, Mariota. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now 15.
Of the afternoon, and the Titans are able to extend their lead.
They need you going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. That time a 9-play drive, and it ends with a Tennessee score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he finds Beasley complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. To throw again on second down. Newton. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Cook following the penalty. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run it again with Cook. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. The offense on third down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. From the gun, here's Newton. They'll roll it. Touchdown, Steelers!
But this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Extra point now by Boswell. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the final piece to the puzzle was the Cam Newton touchdown run. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, that's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12. A first down carry for Henry. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
This is Lewis. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Mariota out to the right to Humphries. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Newton to throw. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton, man open, it's Goodwin. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Marquise Goodwin, 74 yards. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2.
Gotta do better.
From the gun, Newton rolling to his left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. Certainly they want to win this game, but down 3, they know what they need to do. Get in field goal range, at least have a chance to tie.
And if you approach it the right way, you almost have a safety net. Knowing just a field goal gets it done. You don't press for the touchdown, but you take it if the opportunity comes. If the opening's there, someone slips in the secondary and you get a big play. But otherwise, get the 3. Put that on the board and try to extend the game.
They'll be trying to muster 3. Of course, they'd love the score to win it. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Let's go.
A first down throw for Mariota. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor, but it's going to be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Walker has it. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, pick it up, team.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now Mariota and the Titans down by a field goal, less than 90 seconds to go. Their sold-out crowd is behind them. They need at least a field goal to tie as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 2nd down. Now Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Mariota on fourth down. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. He gets it to Humphries. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville.